MTR, your secret recipe since 1924, presents A Kitchen Abroad.
Hi, my name's Sharn baby. Welcome to MTR presents A Kitchen Abroad. ये शो बाकी शो से हटके है because it's not just about cooking, it's about our lives as an Indian wife abroad. In my story, I'm sure you'll find glimpses of your own life abroad. I was born into a Sikh family in New Delhi, and we shifted to Australia when I was about 9 years of age. I got married there to my university sweetheart at the tender young age of 20, and we've got two beautiful children, Sanjana, who's aged 14, and my son Samir, who's 16 years of age. I'd have to say my passion for cooking, it's an inherited passion, both from my mum, whom I like to call Ma, and my mother-in-law, whom I like to call Mum. It's actually my Sasuma, Mum, who taught me the basics of Indian cooking. And it's my Ma who taught me the combined fusion flavors of the world because of the extensive travel that we did. Though we've traveled a lot and seen a lot and tasted a lot, I'd have to say the most stressful part of moving to Singapore was really just ensuring that we had the basic comforts. The basic comforts of ghar ka khana. You know, the authentic tasting food that we're used to. So when I was leading a busy lifestyle of running around and work and getting to know the place, the hardest part is finding all of your spices and ingredients. That's where MTR ready-to-eat meals come to my rescue. MTR ready-to-eat meals give my family the authentic, wholesome meals in a quick and easy format. Travel takes us afar, and that means that I love food from many different parts of the world. And I love to cook food from many different parts of the world. From Italian pasta, pizza, pesto, risotto, to French white sauce, to Spanish paellas, Middle Eastern kebabs and hummus, to Chinese sweet and sour and dumplings, or even Vietnamese, Thai, Malaysian food. I love to eat. And living in Singapore, we're not any short of any food. I love to try all the foods here. I also love cooking the more simpler things, the things that really cherish your heart. Like when my kids come home and say, Mama, tomorrow I want to take 50 slices or 50 cupcakes or 50 samosas to school. Please have them ready. I love doing all that. It's in fact cooking that drives me, that really gives me the passion. I love feeding people, and I hope you're going to enjoy eating my food too. Given I come from a Punjabi household, two of our most favorite dishes that comprise a meal is dal makhni and chana masala. This is where MTR ready-to-eat meals help me to prepare a wholesome, authentic tasting meal in a quick and easy way. It's so easy that even my kids can do it when I'm not around. All they have to do is to take a pack of MTR ready-to-eat dal makhni, open the pack, slip out the pouch, and place it in a bowl of hot water. And in 5 minutes' time, the dal makhni will be ready to eat. And for the chana masala, we simply do the same. लेकिन मेरे घर में मेरे बच्चे और हस्बैंड कहते हैं एक रूल, स्वाद देसी, अंदाज परदेसी। तो मैंने सोचा क्यों ना हम इस दाल मखनी को एक स्टेप आगे लेके जाएं। So I created something unique. Let me show you. I call these my dhabe wale muffins. And for my dhabe wale muffins, I simply take 1 packet of the dal makhni. इस दाल को मैंने पकाया नहीं है, simply पैकेट में से निकाला है. This measures out to about 1 cup of dal. To this, I add 1 cup of self-raising flour, half a cup of milk, 2 tablespoons of ghee, half a teaspoon of baking powder, and like we do in Indian cooking, a pinch of black pepper and a pinch of salt. Now, like any muffin, you simply whisk all of this up to make a batter until everything gets nicely mixed together. No lumps, and the ghee is nicely dissolved. One of my fondest memories as a child is sitting at a roadside dhaba and eating dal makhni with garam garam parathe. But if I give my kids a katori of dal, I get that rule recited: swad desi and das pardesi. Shake it all out from the whisk. I don't want to waste any because it's so yummy. And then I get an ice cream scoop, and into my muffin baking dish, which has been lined with the patty cases, I scoop out to fill up 3/4 way of my muffin cases. You know, it's such a muffin craze and cupcake craze these days that I love giving these to my kids to satisfy their cupcake fetish, as they say. And then, to give it that authentic aroma of a dhabe wali dal, I simply sprinkle some kasuri methi on top before I pop it into the oven. And now, I just have to bake it in a moderate oven of 180 degrees that's been preheated for 15 to 20 minutes. And the dhabe wale muffins are ready to eat. And 15 minutes are over and my muffins are ready. Just tap them lightly and you can see that they're cooked through. Welcome back. When we move abroad, it can be a daunting task because of the unknowns, the unknown roads, the unknown flavors. But just like the roads become familiar after you start exploring, so too do the flavors. One of the first dishes I was very excited to explore was Thai green curry. But my excitement soon turned into fear when I saw the array of ingredients that were needed. But then, swad desi and das pardesi, I realized that there's a lot of connection to the flavor to our Indian cooking. Ingredients that go into a green curry paste are actually quite similar to hamare hare pudine ki chutney. A few differences, of course. Thai green cooking is characterized by the 4 flavors: sweetness, saltiness, sourness, and spiciness. The sweetness comes from the ingredients that we've selected, and also we add brown sugar. The saltiness normally comes from fish sauce, but because I want to make a vegetarian dish, I have to think about what do I use instead of fish sauce. If you've ever tried fish sauce, you'll notice that it's really smelly to the person who's not eating it, but really tasty to the person who is eating it. A little bit like chaat masala, wouldn't you say? So today, instead of fish sauce, we're going to use chaat masala to get the saltiness. Then we have sour, and the sour comes from lime juice and the addition of kaffir lime leaves and lemongrass. You can use the rind of a lemon and the rind of a lime as a replacement. And finally, the spiciness. The spiciness comes from green chilies. You can make it as spicy as you like or as mild as you like. And that's what I need to do to make it less spicy to suit my family's motto of swad desi and das pardesi. To make the paste, one of the mistakes I did in the past was that I put everything in at once and it came out lumpy. And my sasu ma said, "Ye kya gan macha rahi hai tu?" So the trick is that you must blend the hard things first and then add the green leaves in later. So, shallots, garlic, lemongrass. I love putting lemongrass in my tea. It's wonderful. Galangalal, जिसने मेरी नींदें हराम की हुई हैं. I once put too much, and thinking that it has a sweeter taste, I thought that it would be fine. But in fact, you need less than ginger because of its strong turmeric-like aroma. Kaffir lime leaves and the spiciness, my green chilies. Add a bit of water and blend the paste. With a green curry paste, don't be scared to overblend. And never take a smell straight out of the jar. It's a really strong smell. So I think my paste is done. It has a nice consistency. Now I need to add the green leaves, my coriander. Let me grind this before I add the laksa leaves. So I grind the coriander leaves until I have enough space to add my laksa leaves. And don't add too much water because the last thing you want is a really wet green curry. And now my green color is there for my green curry paste. Let me add all of the final ingredients to this curry paste and then we can give it a final whiz. We add the lemon juice, half a teaspoon of white pepper powder. White pepper powder has a slightly less strong flavor, so it's much nicer. Half a teaspoon of cumin powder, half a teaspoon of coriander powder, and half a teaspoon of my smelly but tasty chaat masala. And now for the final whiz, and my green curry is ready. I can smell that smelly chaat masala already. So now let's make the curry. And for the curry, I've got my vegetables. About 10 ladyfingers, which I've cut into half, and I've got a long eggplant, which I've diced into circles. You could cut it into long strips as well. I just wanted circles for a difference and a variety in shapes and textures. And finally, I have some mushrooms, which I've just cut into half. My family, they do like their vegetarian food, but every now and then they like to have that texture of solid meat. So the mushrooms is a great way of giving them that texture. So we have our wok, and I've heated up my wok, to which I add about 2 tablespoons of hot oil. And to that, we add in our green curry paste. Sometimes I like to keep some green curry paste aside to add to some grilled vegetables or some grilled meat that I can do on the grill later. Allow your green curry paste to cook a little bit. You'll actually smell when it gets to a consistency and aroma of Thailand. So let it just cook a little bit. So the coconut milk and the brown sugar and water. And that's our sweetness, because yet we haven't added any sweetness. So let's now add in our coconut milk. I'm actually using a light coconut milk, a low-fat coconut milk. I like to have my goodies, but try and cut where I can the evil. इसमें अब थोड़ा सा पानी डाल दें और हमारा ब्राउन शुगर. मैं इसमें अभी नमक नहीं डाल रही बिकॉज हमने चाट मसाला डाला है फॉर द सॉल्टीनेस. और जब ग्रेवी थिकन हो जाएगी एंड में, फिर हम स्वाद अनुसार नमक ऊपर से डाल सकते हैं. नमक हम लास्ट डालेंगे एज पर टेस्ट इफ वी नीड टू. सो लेट्स ऐड इन आवर वेजिटेबल्स. I don't add the vegetables all at once because the eggplant takes longer to cook. So let's put the eggplant in first and we'll allow this to cook for about 5 minutes till the eggplant is about half cooked. I can smell the galangal and it's just the right amount without being overpowering. And it's interesting, the laksa leaf, the coriander, the lemongrass, it's all amalgamated into a flavor that is nicely mixed together. No one smell or flavor is overpowering each other. The beauty about cooking with coconut milk is that the aroma is so inviting. The smell of a green curry goes through the entire house. Everybody comes into the kitchen with their fork ready to eat. So like I said, I come from a Punjabi family, and that can actually create a lot of confusion. Eggplant in Punjabi is actually called bataun. So in conversation with my father-in-law once, he said, "Batao," and I said, "Haan, batao, batao." Baat aage nahi बढ़ी. Well, when we first moved here, eggplant is also called brinjal, and there's many different kinds of eggplants that you can use in Thai green cooking. The Thai eggplant looks like little berries, and you could also use that instead of this one. My children prefer the bigger desi batao, but in its Pardesi andaz. Chalo, now let's put the lady finger in. At this stage, if your gravy is becoming too thick too quickly, you can add a little bit more water. And we can add the mushrooms in as well. I'm putting mushroom in at the end because they don't need much time to cook. And voila, our Thai green curry is ready to serve. Just boil some rice and serve it on the side, and it's yummy. The coconut milk, the Thai flavors, the saltiness, the sweetness, the sourness, and the spiciness. And when I'm about to serve, I just sprinkle some red capsicum on top to give it a little bit more color, because our kids, they really like swad desi, andaz pardesi. Welcome back. Let me ask you a question. Is an Indian meal ever complete without a sweet dish? I'm sure I don't have to wait for the answer. मेरी माँ का कहना है कि मीठा खाए बगैर रात को नींद नहीं आती. And even my kids, they love sweets any time of the day. इंडिया में तो हर एक नुक्कड़ में मिठाई की दुकान मिल जाती है. And in 5 minutes, I can have an array of different barfis to eat. But when we first moved here, one of the first few things that I needed to find out and explore was how can I have my barfi really quickly as well. So I decided to experiment with the microwave. Swad desi, andaz pardesi. I let the microwave do the cooking for me. So in 15 minutes, I will have a barfi ready. I don't have to stand over a kadai and gholo milk for long hours. I can go to the gym and lift weights instead. So, all you need for my 15-minute chatpat microwave barfi is 3 cups of milk powder, 1 300 milliliter bottle of cream, 1 low-fat condensed milk can. Again, I like to make things a little bit low-fat if I can. Some elaichi powder and half a cup of sugar. This is how easy it is. We add in the milk powder, the sugar, elaichi powder, because my kids hate getting elaichi seeds in their mouth, condensed milk, and my 1 bottle of cream. And we're going to put it into the microwave. It's that easy. But trust me, the smell of this cooking in the microwave goes through the entire house. It's actually my best fight resolution strategy in my house. I have teenagers, and with teenagers, we have lots of fights. When we have fights, my kids run off to their room, bang their doors, and lock themselves in their room. So, when I cook my microwave barfi, the smell goes through the house. Within 15 minutes, I have a happy united family in my kitchen, including the dog. To lijiye, our 15-minute microwave barfi is ready. Let me recap the process. Put it into the microwave for 5 minutes. Take it out, stir, be careful it's hot. Put it back in for another 5 minutes. Take it out, stir, have a spoon because it's really yummy, and then put it back into the microwave for another 3 minutes. Sometimes you might need 5 minutes, depending on the voltage of your microwave. And after that, you can eat it katori bhar bhar ke, or you can set it in a tray. with the chocolate at the bottom and the coconut on the top, and some work to serve it. And there it is. In 15 minutes, you have chocolate barfi and coconut barfi. Well, that's all we have time for today. But enough of me telling you things. I'd love to hear what you have to say. So please write to me at sharn@akitchenabroad.com and tell me, what other things would you like to explore? Swad Desi, Andaz Pardesi? Or you might just want to share some gossip. I'd love to hear. Till then, I'm gonna meet you next week, same place, same time. And keep experimenting and be good to your mom and your sasuma.
NTR, Your Secret Recipe since 1924, presents A Kitchen Abroad.